Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about Joe Biden and the administration forgiving student loans. But first, I'm gonna need you to hit a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We gotta keep feeding that YouTube algorithm. I'm giving y'all all this free game. I just need a like. I just need a comment, subscribe, make another Gmail account, subscribe. Let's get these subscribers up. It's a lot of free game that I'm giving y'all. But check it out. Let me get this out the way first. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. You could be in the comments, eat me alive. It doesn't matter. Both sides are equally flawed. Democrats are horrible with messaging. They want to keep you on certain programs for the rest of your life with no incentives or no exit plans. Republicans will scare you half to death. You'll be scared to open doors in your house. You'll be scared to peek outside because somebody's coming to harm you, somebody's coming to do this to you or take something away from you. So at the end of the day, I could care less about either side. They all go golfing together. Their kids all go to private school together. The women or the wives or the husbands, they get together for happy hours and they're best friends at the end of the day. So you guys can argue with each other, say hateful things. At the end of the day, they're still getting paid. They're still passing laws that are going to benefit them. And not necessarily always benefit us. So try not to get wrapped up in politics. It's a bunch of nonsense. But check it out. October 1st, you got to start paying back those student loans. It's kind of been in remission since COVID, since 2020. Nobody's been required to make payments or they didn't have any interest on them. But it's back in full gear. Sooner or later, they're going to come knocking on your door, begging for their money back. We can't keep avoiding the student loans. We took enough trips. We bought enough stuff. We did what we had to do. Now it's time to pay back the loans. With this new deal, about $9 billion in federal student loans are going to be given to a little over 125,000 citizens in America. This is for a lot of frontline people, frontline workers, police officers, firefighters, teachers, government workers, even people that have permanent disabilities are entitled to get their student loans forgiven. But they're just piggybacking off programs that are already in existence, and maybe somebody's number didn't get called, maybe somebody, didn't get that lucky break. I look at it like it's a lottery ticket. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people are really going to benefit from this. I feel like it's going to be a lottery system. It's going to be a luck of the draw because you got to think about it. There's over 43.5 million people are on the hook for these student loans, and only 125,000 are going to be chosen. I'm not the best math wizard, but that math ain't mathing for me, y'all. That math ain't mathing for me. So think about it. 43.5 million Americans are still on the hook. They had 3 years to pay this and try to clean it up a little bit. People that got $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 worth of debt. I mean, I don't even think realistically you could clean that up in 2 or 3 years unless you move back home, live in your mom's or dad's basement and just attack. But your everyday 9 to 5, suburban living, urban living, 2-3 kid household, ain't nobody paying back no $200,000, $300,000. But honestly, I don't see how most people are going to be able to pay that. Some people are just going to have to bite the bullet and pay it off in 30, 40 years. And with this program as well, it's people that have been already paying for 10, 15, 20 years. They might get the luck of the draw and get everything forgiven, but you've already given, who knows, $15, $20, $30, $45, $50,000. So it's a win, but elections coming up. Oh boy, gotta look good. Oh boy, gotta look good for the election. But I honestly feel a lot of people that we know personally will not receive this benefit or be impacted by this because it's going to be literally luck. It's going to take a lot of luck. They have the public service student loan programs. 53,000 of those people are qualified for this. Workers or people that qualify for this program are eligible for this student loan forgiveness. And out of the 53,000, only 7,000 in the past, since this program has been in place, have actually got their student loans forgiven. So 53,000 and only 7,000 of those people got their student loans forgiven. What do you think is going to happen to the 43.5 million Americans? They're going to have to pay. If you don't pay your student loans, unfortunately, they're coming after y'all. They're gonna come after y'all. I can't say y'all because I pay cash. I pay cash for college, even though it took me X amount of years. It took me longer than most people. You know, I was on my Kanye West college dropout, late registration, finally graduated. I took my time because I did not want to be on the hook. I didn't want to owe anybody, so that meant taking extra shifts, getting extra jobs, taking a break from school. I had to do what I had to do. But 43.5 million Americans are going to have to pay because they're going to come after 12 months. They're going to give you guys a year from October 2023 to October 2024. They're going to give you a year because people are going to say they fell on hard times or they got laid off or they're not able to keep up with all their bills. So they're going to give you a year. But after that year, best believe the government is coming for their money. We saw what they did for the people with the PPP loans and the DVD loans. You saw what they were doing. All jokes aside, you saw what they were doing. They were coming at people heavy. So not only are they going to come start garnishing your wages, deducting your wages, they're going to come and start hitting your credit too, folks. You guys do not want to play with your credit. Once they start attacking your credit, you're going to say, oh, I can't pay this. They're going to sell it to a collection. And it's going to be an uphill battle from there. Your credit score is going to be under attack. It's going to get bombed. It's going to go down so much because it's a reported collection and $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 of collections. Good luck trying to buy a house. Good luck trying to get a new car. Good luck trying to get a better apartment. It's not going to happen because you're going to be on the hook for these student loans. These student loans are not going anywhere, folks. You guys got to pay them. We got to pay them back. I know that's what wasn't promised during the campaign. They said student loans were going to be forgiven. This was going to happen. This was going to happen. Let this be a lesson with politics, guys. No matter what side you fall on, you're never going to get your way, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. They say whatever they can to get your vote, get into office, and then it's every man, every woman for themselves after that. You know, we gotta just pay them back, do what we gotta do. We gotta admit, and another thing we have to admit that the system is broken. The student loan system is broken. The whole college system, college is a major business now. College is a major lucrative billion-dollar business. And it's unfortunate because these kids have no clue about what's going on when they're graduating. A lot of these schools, these high schools, aren't preparing kids for college, aren't preparing kids for the real world. Unless, you know, they have good people in their lives or, you know, they just soak up things like a sponge. These high schools aren't preparing kids for taxes. They're not preparing kids for financial literacy. They're not preparing kids for blue collar jobs, white collar jobs. They're not preparing kids for college. They're not preparing kids to know how loans work. Just because people give you all this money, especially with credit cards, especially with student loans, that's not your money. It's not free money. You're going to have to pay it back. And it's a lucrative business, but there's no way that a 17-year-old, 18-year-old kid should be allowed to take out these loans. You're a baby at 18. You're a baby, and getting out of school, green behind the ears, green everywhere, and they're just handing you money. They're just cashing these blank checks, and you're going to school for degrees that might not even pay you that well when you get out of school, or you're going for something that you're super passionate about, but I'm sorry, passion doesn't always pay the bills. You can be super passionate about something, but unfortunately, if it don't pay the bills, you're wasting your time, honestly. Unless you can really scale it up, build it up, you're really wasting your time going to school for a passion. You need to go to school for something that's going to pay you. You want to go to school for something that's going to give you the life that you want. You don't have to stay at that job for 15, 20, 25 years, but you need to go find a career, find a job that's going to give you the money to pay your passions. If you're passionate about something, you're passionate about business, you're passionate about singing, you're passionate about saving butterflies, saving animals, saving this, saving that, then go get you a job that's going to pay you money. That's not just going to keep the lights on. Go get you a job that's going to pay you some money. That way you can have an exit plan 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. You don't have to be at that job forever. But you busted your ass, and you went to school for something that's going to give you a high return. Just like with investing, we always want the highest return. We want a big bang for our buck. We want to get our money times 10, times 15. So go to school for something that's gonna pay. Why are you gonna go to school for some German dance, left, right handed, asymmetry, puppetry? Like, you wanna have fun, you wanna do this, you wanna do that, or you just wanna go to school to party. Nah, go to school, get out, go to the real world, get a job as soon as you can, and just start stacking. That way, if you do gotta take out student loans, you're working a job that's paying you a livable wage where you're able to save and invest, and you can just knock out those student loans. But no matter who's in office, no matter what they promise you, those student loans are gonna be there. You gotta pay them. You gotta pay them because you don't want to mess up your credit. You don't want to mess up a lot of stuff. You guys have a lot of things planned. There's so many trips that need to be taken, dream houses that need to be built, kids that need to go to school, kids that need to go to daycare, cars that need to be driven. Do not waste time waiting for somebody else to take care of you. You're responsible for yourself. Just like they tell you, you came in this world by yourself, you're going to leave this world by yourself. So you have to be prepared. I want people to pay them. That way you can start investing. That way you can start changing your life. It's here. It's not going to affect everybody. Unfortunately, most of us are not going to receive that benefit. It's just a good talking point to get headlines and to get more votes at the end of the day. Like I said, I know y'all not here for political jargon, political commentary. You're here for money. You're here to invest. You're here to get out of debt. But the first step is to pay off those student loans. And let me know if y'all need that push. Y'all need that motivation. Y'all need some coaching. You need some help to get out of this hole because these student loan holes are real. It's scary. And, it's not a easy battle. It's going to be an uphill battle that a lot of us aren't equipped to face. If you're feeling stuck, hit me up. We can get through it. Better Living Financial, we out.